Welcome back. So last week we did our TOEIC exam. Hope you all found that it was productive for you. Remember, it's a mock test that the university lets you take for free. So it lets you know where you are. Anyway, this week we're into Unit 6. Next week we'll go into Unit 7. This course will finish on Unit 8, Review, Written Exam, and Final Speaking Exam. This week, we're talking all about sports, health, and fitness. We will use adverbs of frequency, like never and always. And we'll practice questions of how. First of all, what sports are popular in Korea? Let's compare the countries when we're in the chat. We will talk about which sports you enjoy. We'll also talk about what's popular or not popular. Make a list of activities you do, and we'll talk about it. Let's think about what things people in different age groups like to do. For example, children often play dodgeball because it's simple and fun. What is dodgeball in Korea called? Pigu. Let's think of lots of examples. But first, we need to go over the different grammar we use for health and activities. Why do we say go jogging, or play soccer, or do taekwondo? Try to make some examples in your group using these grammar elements: go, play, and do. For example, hey, let's go jogging this weekend. Well, there are rules for organizing grammar under go, play, and do. For example, we use go when something can be done alone, and it always is followed by ing, go running, go jogging. We use do if it's an activity within a group. For example, do aerobics. We use play if it's a competitive sport. Actually, most sports that use a ball or some other equipment similar to that are play. Play baseball, play tennis, play basketball. But there are a few special cases. What about bowling? We don't say play bowling. We say go bowling or just bowling. Why is it different? Well, it's not considered a full sport such as others because it's done usually alone, but it is competitive. What about a sport like yoga or taekwondo? We do a different word for those. We practice. Let's talk about the different sports and whether or not they are popular in Korea. I want you to talk about these in the chat. Using this chart, I want you to ask questions to others. Do you think young people like to do Pilates? Here are some more adverbs of frequency which I mentioned before, like always, to never. Look at the chart on the top right. Do you ever watch TV in the evening? Yes, I always watch TV in the evening. How often do you exercise? Use the chart that goes from top to bottom, or never, which is 0% of the time, up to the middle, around sometimes, which is about 50%, all the way to always, which is every day. Please note a special grammar case. Usually and sometimes can begin a sentence. Others cannot. Look at the dialogues. Let's try to put the correct adverb into those dialogues. Do you play sports? Do you ever play sports? Please take note of this activity. This type of grammar is excellent on the writing exam and on a speaking exam. Let's do some practice with those expressions. During our chat, I will ask you guys to do something like this. Give me 2 expressions that mean strong and healthy. 1 expression that means someone loves exercise. And what is another expression about someone who's lazy and spends time doing nothing? Here is a survey. We're going to find out if you're really into sports or you're lazy. We're going to take a poll in your group. You're going to count the points based on this system. I will upload the PDF and you can check this out. We can also ask questions using how. How big is or are? How long was or were? How much is or etc. For example, we can ask questions to a situation like, I swim very well. The question to this sentence would be, how well do you swim? If the answer is once a week, looking around this picture, what do you think the question was? Maybe, how often do you go to the gym? Every day, 1 hour a week, etc. How long do you spend in the gym? What about this image? I'm pretty good. What could the question be? How good are you at Overwatch? This game's a little old these days, but whatever. I play every day. Well, not me. How often do you play Overwatch? For about 1 hour. How long do you spend playing Overwatch? Please notice, how often do you play, how much do you play, and how long do you play are different. Check this out in the book and try it on your own. We will use these expressions a lot in our chat, talking about our health and leisure activities. Guess how healthy and fit you are. We will do a little survey here in this PPT, but we can also talk about it in the chat. Do the reading quiz, give yourself a score, and check it out at the end after you've read and done all the questions. See what that means for you. Okay, well, that's it for this week. We're going to do a lot more in the chat, and I'm also going to upload another conversation about good health that I'll have with someone else. All right, take care, everyone, and see you next time.